It's not your typical sports show. It has an edge. We're on the web, and we're on TV.
Keep it going!
Win as a team. Now let's go get it. Come on.
With Noah Fins, John Pearson, and Eric Dobratz. Pull up a chair. We're talking sports on Sportzedge.
Well, hello and welcome to Sportzedge. Are you ready for some high school football?
Yes.
Good.
We caught our breath.
Because we have plenty of it. Got a ton of highlights. We have, 10 or however many undefeated teams in the state. Let's start with a game involving one of those undefeated teams.
Yeah, Shelton is one of the top teams in the state, 5th ranked, and Hand of Madison probably in that second tier of good teams in the state. Tonight the Gales got what you might expect from a Steve Filippone team. They got a battle. Shelton feeling the effects of injury, playing without playmaker Chris Canios, and tonight in the second quarter, Jeff Roy's team lost their starting quarterback Zach Tuskowski with a right ankle injury. He just tweeted, "I'll be back." Down 7-0 in the second quarter. Here come the Tigers of Hand. On the punt, Jack Santoro puts his team in business, gets it inside the 10. A couple of plays later, Nick Vandell and his guys are going to get it in the end zone. The captain, Ryan Kaufman, not going to be denied. Lowers his head, bang.
They're
in the end
always
zone.
tough,
They
those
really
Tiger
are.
teams.
Hand is 7-all. After that touchdown, they are pumped up. But in the closing seconds, David Wells, in relief of Tuskowski, puts this one up into the lights. Perfect ball to Sam Kirk in the corner back in the end zone. 14-7 Shelton at the half. Gales hold on to win it 17-13. Shelton stays undefeated at 8-0.
Feels like the 4th of July outside, 70 degrees. Fireworks before and during the North Haven game tonight. Indians are still unbeaten after tonight's win over Lyman Hall. Connor Sarasi gets the offense started. First possession of the game, he goes 49 yards before he's eventually dragged out of bounds, but that's okay. His buddy Mike Montano's there to pick him up, and we've seen this play, we said a million times earlier? Running right, 26 yards into the end zone, showing off that speed. I did, stayed right with him. 7-0 Indians. I get another chance, though. On the next possession, 4 blockers in front, and they plow open a big hole for Montano.
That's a gaping hole, yeah.
Coming right at you from 40 yards, North Haven rolls 48-7, the final score.
All right, Ansonia remains unbeaten with a win over St. Paul. Guess who scored, guys, early on for Ansonia?
Tajik Bagley? I'm just guessing.
That's a great guess. Yeah, because here he comes, tiptoeing down the sideline. I thought about just, boom, popping him right there, but no.
I'm glad you did.
I would like to see that.
75 yards. His second touchdown of the game. It's 14-0 Ansonia. Second quarter, Bryson Cafaro is going to put it up to, guess who?
Tyler Bailey?
Tyler Bailey.
Good, yes.
Yeah.
And this is a man-sized run after the catch.
Holding his jersey ain't going to do
then,
there, yep.
Get down. Yeah, touchdown. 21-0 at this point. Final score 44-6. Ansonia now 8-0.
All right, so we were talking about the undefeated teams there. All the ones we covered so far win, remain undefeated. Here's how some of the other undefeated teams fare tonight. Southington stays that way with a victory over East Hartford. Newtown beats New Milford. Granby Memorial continues its big-time season, beating Nonawak tonight. New Canaan's offense sharp as usual against Trumbull. And then you have those other ones, Darien, Harding, and Windsor, all playing tomorrow, all hoping to keep their records perfect. All right, Middletown, one of the many teams around the state with just one loss. Middletown wins again tonight. The Blue Dragons hosting E.O. Smith. Middletown running all over the place. First quarter, a 75-yard gallop sets up this 5-yard touchdown run from Lorenzo Tompkins. 7-3 Dragons. Move now to the second quarter. Middletown's quarterback calling his own number, Tyshawn James. That'll work. Sal Morello's team goes in front now 14-3. E.O. Smith able to punch one in before the half. You'll see it here, but it wasn't enough. Final score 38-17, Middletown with the victory.
Berlin, despite an illegal player investigation, goes on to beat Tolland tonight. First offensive play of the game for the Redcoats. Owen Taylor takes a toss and runs it in from 16 yards out. Just like that, it's 6-0 Redcoats. Berlin now attacking through the air. Jack Lynch looking deep. He finds Ryan Kopp. Makes a nice catch, but he can't get in the end zone. He's dragged down to the 5-yard line. That'll end the first quarter. Second quarter, Jake Lozelle punches it in from about a yard out. Redcoats cruise 45-14, your final score.
All right, Derby beat Oxford in an early defensive showdown. Red Raiders trying to get something started. Wolverines' Griffin Downs, though, on the stop. That's how it went for most of the first half. Then Oxford trying to jumpstart its offense, but Derby was up to the challenge. Zach Cerrito going to get under this one and send it the other way for Derby. Late in the first half, you can only keep Derby captain Ricky Bartone down for so long. Here he breaks off a 25-yarder for the first score of the game, and Derby goes on to win it 27-7. The Red Raiders are now 6-3.
The East Haven softball team, there they are celebrating their championship season. Players and coaches getting some pretty rings at tonight's football game. In that game, the Yellow Jackets hosted North Branford 14-6 Easties in the second quarter. That's the third straight touchdown for Austin Thornburg. 21-6 East Haven. Just before the half, Dominic Manna. Man, does he take the handoff and go up the middle for the touchdown, 42 yards.
I would not want to be in front of him.
No. 28-6 there. Easties roll. Final score 37-13.
You know, with 2 losses coming in, West Haven feeling a lot of pressure, knowing it probably has to win out in order to make their playoff. Well, they come in tonight and beat a very athletic Hampden team. Everyone was fired up for this one, although it gets off to a slow start and then comes to a screeching halt when the lights go off. Yeah, turns out the timer was just set wrong. So after a delay about 20 minutes or so, the lights come popping back on, and West Haven goes popping into the end zone. Anthony Godfrey goes in for the 3-yard score. Hampden comes right back with a touchdown. It's 7-6, and then here come the Westies again. Chris Chance, a 31-yard run. I'm thinking he's going to break it. He is brought down, though. It just sets up Godfrey. This time he goes around on the top of your screen here for the score, and West Haven goes on to win it big. 43-6 is your final.
To Wallingford we go. Senior night at Sheehan, and the Titans beat Jonathan Law. No score in the first quarter. Nolan Cloutier with the short pass to Tyler Selmecki. 51 yards for the touchdown. Boy, can he fly up that sideline. 6-0 Titans. Same score now in the second quarter. Cloutier looking to his right, and this time he finds Zach Davis, and look at him turn on the Jets, fellas. 2 guys near him, and not anymore. 47 yards for the touchdown. Sheehan rolls 33-6.
Well, Hillhouse beats Foreign of Milford. A crazy one. Hillhouse up 30-20 at the half, but Foreign begins the comeback. Brad Huber goes in for the short touchdown run here, and we have a 3-point ball game. Now, Hillhouse is looking to put the game away coming up on this play right here. You give the ball to your stud here, Matthew Brehon, and he's going to take off around the far side and go 41 yards. It's a touchdown, right? And that should do it here in the fourth quarter. It should put it away. But wait a minute. There is a flag on the play, and they call excessive celebration on his way into the end zone. They say he high-stepped in, and they negate the touchdown. They bring the ball back to the 20-yard line. Foreign is able to stop him, get the ball back. They can go in, drive in for the go-ahead score. But Vince Hall steps in front of that pass, goes the other way for the score. 50-27, Hillhouse wins.
Xavier taking on Cheshire. The Falcon band in mid-season form tonight. It was 3-0 Cheshire. Vince is dying over here. Here comes Xavier. Will Levis to
give him the Heimlich while you
Joseph Galati. Watch the ref. He goes down in the play, but it's 7-3 Xavier. Falcons on the move again. Levis looking to captain John Zadek. 14-3 Xavier. How about a little defense from the Falcons? Last week they played well against Hand. This week they do it again. Cheshire fumbles the ball right after this catch. Nathan Snyder, scoop it up and score. And he does. Final score, 42-9 Xavier.
All right, Wilbur Cross loses to Fairfield Prep. Jesuits get on the board first. Seen this a lot this year. Big Nick Franchuk on the sweep right. He's tough to tackle. He goes in for the touchdown. Prep with the 2-point conversion goes in front 8-0. But here comes Cross, the Governor's quarterback, Zion Satal. Zips a pass to Jason Atterbury, his favorite target. That's a nice grab for another score. All Prep after that. They end up winning it 50-20, the final score.
Brantford beats Guilford. Let's go right to the fourth quarter. Tied at 7. Brantford's Griffin Lynch rolls out looking for Luke DeStasio. That's a great catch, and he's down to the 10-yard line. Less than a minute to go now. Lynch fakes the handoff and will find David Donnelly for the touchdown. And that's the game winner. Hornets win it 13-7. Brantford now 4-4 after an 0-4 start.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking hockey. Stick around. Plenty more to come here on Sportsedge.
And welcome back to Sports Edge. North Haven has become a state title contender under Tony Sagnella. He's building a tradition of winning football. Sagnella is passionate about the sport. He's also passionate about his family and making wine.
We got to read what we're seeing, men.
Football has been in his family for years.
Come on, come on, come on. That's it.
Wine has been around for generations.
I have distinct recollections of my father doing this when I was a kid, my grandfather and grandmother.
They are two of Anthony Sagnella's passions, and they have distinct similarities.
There's a lot of care and detail that goes into the preparation. The finished product is a result of your hard work.
Around this time every year during the heart of the high school football season, Sagnella huddles up his other team.
It is a family thing, and it does bring people together.
His winemaking family is a blend of blood, marriage, and longtime friendships, aged and perfected by the grape.
It's a year-long process, but basically you have a date where you crush and the wine ferments. Then the second date is the press, and then the third day is when we rack it and we take it out of the old barrel and out of the tanks and we swap it out, and then everybody gets to take some wine home with them.
The process itself is very social, engaging. Everybody gets together, you have a good time. Every batch comes out very good. Some years we make really good wine, some years we make really good vinegar.
One thing that always seeps out are good memories. Sagnella Family Wines is at least 3 generations deep, maybe more. Sagnella's grandfather brought it over from Italy in 1912, and from father to son, it has trickled down. The sound, the smell, the taste, every batch has a story.
It takes me back to the basement of the first home that I grew up in, and we would sit around a half of a barrel and pluck the berries off the vine, and that was a job for all the children.
It became a tradition. My intent was hopefully to pass it on, and it did catch on.
It gives us a chance to get together. It's just a really cool tradition and something that has to keep going.
It's very heartwarming for me to see this passed on.
The wine is the finished product.
It's a tradition.
Well, I think we enjoy our company as much as we enjoy making the wine, and that's special.
And the wine is good, but what's even better, they made pizzas in the backyard.
Better than the wine?
Oven. Yeah.
Why didn't you bring some here? Because of the white couch?
I could use one of those big jugs.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we hit the ice. Yale and Harvard square off, and we're going to beat him up for no wine.
All right, welcome back, everyone. And it's always big when Yale and Harvard get it on in any sport. Football, they play in a couple of weeks tonight. It's the ice, on the ice in Cambridge. A well-played game between Keith Elaine's team and the Crimson. Third period tied at 1. Tyler Moy going to scoot off the boards here, take the shot right there, and beat Alex Lyon to take a 2-1 lead for Harvard. Now, with under a minute to go, the Bulldogs chasing 1 goal. They pull their goalie, and Joe Snively going to get his second of the night. Big night for him. Ties it at 2. They went to overtime. No one scored, so it ends in a 2-2 tie.
Other hockey scores from around the state. Quinnipiac beats Colgate. UConn loses at home to UMass, and Sacred Heart falls at Holy Cross.
Remember our buddy Benny Burgess from earlier this week, the 8-year-old from Fairfield who luckily avoided major brain surgery? Well, last night he got the VIP treatment from the Arizona Coyotes, was invited by the team owner to the game, got to meet the players and get to sit on the bench, was down at ice level. And a great night as the family was making their way back home today, but last night treated to that in Arizona. So we want to wish Benny well and continue. We'll see you on the ice in 2 months.
He goes out to Arizona to meet with a specialist for his condition in his brain, gets good news, and then gets treated like a king. You know what? Good for him.
Yep.
Good for him. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, go to sportsedge.com. All the scores and highlights are over there. If you missed anything or want to see any of the scores, they're all on sportsedge.com. Have a terrific weekend, everybody. We'll see you all later.